Good afternoon. Good morning. I'm Jeff Rosichan, Scientific Program Director at the Foundation for Food and Agriculture Research. It's my pleasure to be here today to provide you with an introduction to our foundation and share with you some of the ways that you can partner with us to help fund research that will benefit U.S. agriculture. This slide illustrates the current gap between public and private research funding for agriculture. The blue line shows public sector agricultural funding and how it's really started to decrease and been on a downward slope in the last several years, while at the same time, the green line representing private sector funding has been steadily on an increase. Given this gap, there's an opportunity to enhance collaboration between the public and the private sector to maximize investment in agriculture research. And as well, this has led to some new funding models and opportunities to do so. In order to take advantage of this opportunity, the Foundation for Food and Agricultural Research, or FAR, was created by Congress in the 2014 Farm Bill with a $200 million investment and refunded in 2019 with an additional $185 million. We were created to facilitate unique public-private partnerships and fund bold research with the potential for real-world impact. At FAR, we envision a world in which ever innovating and collaborative science provides every person access to affordable, nutritious food grown on thriving farms. How do we achieve this vision? Through public-private partnerships. The problems in food and ag are very complex, and we all have to work together to solve them. Public-private partnerships we have built are key to achieving our vision. For every dollar that FAR spends, we need to find a matching dollar from a funding partner. In this way, Congress's initial investment of $385 million in FAR will result in nearly $800 million in total research funding. FAR's nimble model creates new and unique partnerships, creates novel research partnerships across the food and agriculture sector. It works nimbly to efficiently address emerging issues in food and agriculture. It leverages efficiently public dollars with private dollars to expand the research impact and work on real-world problems. It fills research gaps to ensure great science supports farms, reduces food insecurity, and supports better health. In the 6 years that we've been in existence, we've awarded more than 130 grants and established several fellowships that support scientific workforce development. As I had said earlier, we're striving for at least a 1-to-1 matching ratio. We've actually done much better than that. To date, because of some overmatch, we've actually been at a 1 to 1.34 matching ratio, and that number is actually increasing since the time of making this slide. In addition, we've funded or will fund over $219 million in research to date. This slide illustrates the diversity of our funding partners. They include companies both big and small, commodity groups, foundations, and trade groups. We're proud to say that we've so far have over 400 distinct funding partners, and that number is continuing to grow as well. There are several grand challenges facing agriculture in the next 50 years. We're dedicated to working collaboratively with our partners to fund research and technology to prosper in the next frontier of agricultural innovation. These challenges include feeding a growing global population, dealing with a changing climate and competing resources, environmental strain, and providing consistent access to nutritious foods. We must all act urgently to develop these strategies, technologies, and tools needed to combat these challenges. At FAR, to do this, we've identified 6 main challenge areas, aligned with our core values and our vision of thriving farms, environmental resilience, and well-being. These challenge areas are next generation crops, advanced animal systems, urban food systems, soil health, sustainable water management, and health agriculture nexus. you should go to our website, www.foundationfar.org, and you can see within each of these challenge areas what the key topics are within each of those for more information. We fund bold research that has the potential for real-world impact. FAR awards funds in 4 ways: through competitive grants, through calls for proposals, through direct awards from proposals that are either solicited or unsolicited, through prizes, and through consortia. At FAR, we've been successful in bringing competitors to the table to work collaboratively to tackle major challenges facing their industry. To date, FAR has 6 consortia. Alongside our partners, we fund groundbreaking research through these consortia. In 2018, FAR joined Colorado State University's Irrigation Innovation Consortia, which funds research to accelerate the development and adoption of water and energy-efficient irrigation technologies. Additionally, in 2018, FAR formed Crops of the Future Collaborative, which enhances U.S. and global agriculture by developing the crops needed to feed a growing population. In 2019, FAR launched 4 new consortia: Precision Indoor Plants, or PIP, the International Consortia on Antibiotic Stewardship in Agriculture, ACASA, the Consortia for Innovation in Post-Harvest Loss and Food Waste Reduction, and Ecosystem Services Market Consortia. PIP is a public-private partnership that produces new, flavor-food, nutritious crops specifically intended for indoor agriculture. ACASA advances research on antimicrobial stewardship in animal agriculture. The Consortia for Innovation in Post-Harvest Loss and Food Waste Reduction addresses social, economic, and environmental impacts from food loss and waste. Our Ecosystem Services Market Research Consortia funds the research necessary to pay for success ecosystem service market-based programs designed to support sustainable on-farm practices. In addition, we help to organize and sponsor events like today's to help identify research gaps and prioritize those major challenges facing a particular sector. Science is key to addressing challenges in food and agriculture. We need to work together to fund research that can easily be scaled and applied on farms everywhere. On average, public research undertaken today will begin to noticeably influence agricultural productivity in as little as 2 years, and its impact could be felt for as long as 30 years. We need to start investing in bold research today so that we can be prepared to tackle the challenges of tomorrow. There is no time like the present to start. Thank you. I look forward to the rest of the presentations and the discussion in the next 2 days to learn more about the research needs of the turfgrass community.